As more and more of you are picking up your long-awaited vehicles, are the sales numbers for Lexus getting any better? If you're still waiting for a vehicle, leave in the comments below and let me know what you've placed. What order have you placed? What model, what trim, and what color have you ordered? It's interesting because I'm seeing a lot of people getting their vehicles nowadays. But again, there are still a lot of people waiting. Anyways, in this video, I will review the worldwide sales for April, and let's get to it. Hey, it's LSFT here today, and today, as I said in the introduction, we will be looking at Lexus worldwide sales. The worldwide sales is coming from Toyota Corporate in Japan, so we won't be able to go down to the model breakdown, but it's just a high-level report, and it goes by markets. So last month we've looked into March year-to-date, and this month we're looking at April year-to-date. So let's start looking at Japan. 2023 Japan. Seems like we're in a very good market in Japan. You can see last month I've already said they blew it already, right? And now April, 7,535 units. That's almost like 2 months of like the years 2021, 2022. You add these two together, equals to 2023 sales. So now we're at 35,674 units. And then you look here, you look over here, 2022. They're almost there. So I think May they will actually break the total sales in 2022. Reason why, again, they did a stop sale in Japan so that they can produce more cars for international, but it does show there are signs of recovery here because they're now pushing out a lot of cars for Japan. And if you look at this, only 4 months. So if you multiply that by 3, and if they continue this record, we're seeing over 100,000 vehicles in Japan only. And do you think that's going to happen? Maybe, but if this even just goes continuously, I think we will break the 2019 62,000 units easily. But we'll have to see, because again, maybe they've gone through the backlog and now they're ready to ease it out and give it to other markets. So then let's move on to North America. So 2023 has been a very good month for January and February already. March was not as good, and then now April. Out of here we can see out of the 5 years, it's the best 5 years. Unfortunately, they were still 2,204 units short of the 2021 record, but that means it still shows that it's still very good in North America. And when you look at here, again, multiply that by 3, we're looking at 321,000 units. Still short of 2021, but it does seem quite positive because even if they do get 321,000, that's very close to pre-pandemic 2019. And you have to keep in mind, the new TX will be coming out this year. And will that sell with hotcakes? Probably. And if that does, and then the new GX coming out, those two new models probably would help. But again, it may be early next year where we'll see those results. Moving on to Asia. Asia seems to be extremely disappointing. And you look at it, first, like no records are being broken here. And if you look at 2023, 57,000, that's short in comparison to any year that we have record here. And that's almost half of 2021. So don't know what's happening in Asia, but maybe the BEVs are really flying off the shelves and people are not interested in hybrids and gas-only vehicles. I think that's all I can say about Asia. So Europe here, 2023, again, no records are being broken. 6,000 units seems to be a better recovery compared to like 2022 and also the pandemic month of April, 1,288. 6,066 still seems on the low end, so numbers are still not as good, but I think they're on a record of doing better than last year because there's still 2,000, almost 2,000 units above last year, and they're 1,000 units under from 2020. But from the best 25,000 in 2019, it's still short. Maybe if Japan can leak some units out and give it to Europe, maybe that will start seeing the recovery. Again, all this is priority. Alright, now let's go down to Oceania. So Oceania, that's Australia and New Zealand area. First January, February was not very good. You can see 1390 was the lowest for February, but then March surprised us a bit with 1299, which actually it actually was the best out of the 5 years. And now April 1434, again broken the record here, right? And now April year to date 4,123. So now they're above of all this 5 years. So looking at it, they already achieved half of 2022, and if we look at 2 more months, we will probably be looking at 6,000-ish, almost 7,000, and if that repeats, that will break the records across the board. So positive signs for Australia and New Zealand, and I'm hoping my viewers from Australia, your cars are coming, right? Hopefully they are. So Latin America, it's not a high volume market, but looking at it, same records. March better, April also good. Now they're at 999. Look at it, it's highest of the 5 years as well. So if you look at here, the best is 3,000. So if this trend continues, we may be able to see a record-breaking year for Latin America, because it's not too far. If you multiply that by 3, that's about 3,000, a little bit under 3,000, but a little bit more, only 100 more units, they can probably break that. We'll have to see how that actually shakes out, and that'll be a market to monitor. Middle East is hotcakes right now, if you look at it, because January broke the record, not by a lot, but they did. February, a little bit under the record, but March, they just blew it out, and now April, they blew it out again. So now 14,927 units. Looking at here, it's actually gone way above and beyond. May probably would be similar as well, and if that trend continues, this would be another breaking year again too, because if you think of it, 2 more months to reach half of that, I think that is possible. And when you look at May year to date for the best year 2019, the 2023 numbers are already more than May year to date. And if you look at here, we're at June for 2020, so we are close here for May year to date for 2021. But when you look at last year, it was almost until June-July timeframe where it reached 14,927. So looking at these numbers, Middle East will be another hot market to actually break a record this year. Small market here. And when you look at the numbers, no breaking months here. 82 seems to be close to the 90 in 2019, and then we'll have to see how this goes. But looking at it, times 3, which is 900, I think we're going to be looking at a 2022 market for Africa. So looking at here, 2023, when we look at it, it has not been a good year, right? 55,000 here for February, but then we didn't break any records here. And I think some of it is related to Asia. Asia has been a significant drop, because if you look at it, that's 50,000 difference. And if we add 50,000 here, we're already at 280 something thousand, right? And I know that when you look at Russia is actually something that will hurt. And I think that is one reason why we're still seeing lower sales. But if they can match it, it means that they've accommodated the Russian shutdown and be able to spring forward. When you look at this, Middle East, Latin America, Japan has been extremely well. North America, They didn't make it for 1 month, but they still did very well for North America, which is their biggest market as well. So if that is the case, I would say that this number is not too bad. It's still under 2021, but there is still room to catch up. And I think it is possible, especially if they have the same momentum in September, October, like the last quarter, then they will be able to achieve what they are looking at. Because when you look at the 2019 trend, they're above 2019, and if they continue with the same trend, they will beat the 765,000 units. So let's see how this will all shake out, and hopefully the new models that are coming out will help continue to push the sales up, and people who are waiting for their vehicles will be getting them in a shorter time frame. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please comment, like, and share this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that alert button to get notified when new videos are posted. If you'd like to support the channel, you can definitely provide a super thanks. I'll see you guys again next time in the next video.